It's not about what they're using, it's why they're using when dealing with addiction. I had a parent reach out to me recently in a panic. They had just found out that their child had been abusing substances. Unfortunately, I know all too well the overwhelming feeling of sadness, anger, self-doubt. Like, what could I have done differently? What did I do? Is this my fault? I have felt the panic of, what do I do? Where do I start? All of this on top of watching someone that you love struggle with addiction. What I would say is start with the basics, like find out what they're using, find out how long they've been using. I would also encourage you to not be angry as hard as it is going to be, but you're there to support them, and you need them to know that you are there to support them, because you want them to be able to come to you with problems and to talk to you. And if you immediately start, then you're not going to be the person they come and talk to. Next, I would start to research local facilities in your area, maybe detox, and maybe even going to the emergency room. That's what we did initially, and I don't know if that's the right place, but they were very helpful and had a lot of information and helped us to get started. So next, I would reach out to your insurance company to find out who's in network, to find out what your coverage is, because maybe your insurance doesn't cover it. That's really unfortunate, but I would start there, because what we found was in our area for an adolescent under the age of 18, there were no places where he could go. So we ended up sending him to California. That's another story for another time, but do your research on what your insurance accepts and where and all the things. After you've done all that, and I know this is a lot and it seems so overwhelming at the time, look into some support groups, some family groups, some online groups, anything, because you're going to feel alone and you're going to feel lost, and you're going to have so many people that love you, giving you advice and trying to help. But unless you've been through it or are going through it, people have no idea. I am not a medical professional. I think I've said this already many times. I am just a parent who has gone through it. But what I will say is the key is to remember that you're not going to have all the answers overnight, and that is going to be a hard pill to swallow, or at least for me it was. But I just want to encourage you and to remind you to use compassion when talking to your child. They are already struggling. Let them know you love them and you're there for them. But also make sure that you're setting boundaries, whatever that looks like for your family. Each family is different, but boundaries aren't just for you, they are also for the person using. I know it sounds weird, but it's the truth. I hope this helps at least one person. Let me tell you what, it's a lot of information and it's so overwhelming. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but I have been there, and I wish I would have had somebody give me advice, because the first thing that I did was, let's go find a rehab. Let's go straight to the hospital. Like, I was not chill. I was like level 10. Anyways, I hope everybody has a great day and know that you're not alone and you are so loved. Bye.